So there's an interesting news story I want to discuss today about Zelda Breath of the Wild being impossible to 100% complete in a week. And that was the producer talking about that. That's Anuma. You guys remember him. He's the producer of Zelda Breath of the Wild. He works with Miyamoto, and you've seen him in a lot of videos. He stated, quote, that it will be impossible for players to complete the game in its entirety within a week. I think you underestimate people in the speedrunning community, sir. I appreciate your candor here and your optimism in optimizing how long a game can be, but I would like to remind you that there are multiple Zelda games that can be sped run in under one day. In fact, within 12 hours. And you might say to yourself, well, holy crap, Ocarina of Time was a real long game. You can't speed run that in under 12 hours and get everything. Yes, you can. There's 100% speed runs of Ocarina of Time in under 5 hours. There's speed runs of the original Zelda 100% in about an hour, in under an hour. And then there's ones of like Twilight Princess in under 7 hours. Now, looking at these speed runs, you can definitely see that since the developments of these various Zelda games, the time has gone up. The longest being that of Skyward Sword at about just under 8 hours to speedrun. Maybe someone will find a better tactic, but there you have it. Will everyone be speedrunning the game? Probably not. But as stated before, you can eventually reach the boss within the first 10 to 15 minutes of the game. They said that player would have a very hard time since Link wouldn't have the benefit of weapons and upgrades found throughout the quest. Now, I'm very curious to know if you would be able to defeat the boss with nothing but just a raggedy wood sword. I think that would be interesting to see someone do it, and I'm sure someone will do it. You know, we have amazing gaming feats out there. If you remember Destiny, someone killed Crota using the Rock Band drum set. Anything is possible nowadays. People put their minds to it. So, to say that the game is impossible to 100% complete in 7 days, I think you set up a speedrunner for an amazing victory, if I'm going to be perfectly honest. So, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about this? Before I close out the video, I did want to say one thing. This was from an interview by the Completionist, which I want you to understand that I'm not super jealous of this. I would absolutely love to meet Miyamoto. I would love to interview the creators of Zelda. Who wouldn't enjoy that in my line of work? You understand that. I'm not coming from a point of jealousy, but rather questioning. I'm very curious how Nintendo can be selective on who they work with and then copyright claim other people's videos just for putting out news stories, gameplay, or their thoughts or opinions on things like trailers and stuff like that. I can understand re-uploading and not adding anything to it, but Nintendo is very well known for copyright claiming transformative works, and I'm very curious how the Completionist can rationalize this to work with Nintendo in such a way when they still do this stuff on YouTube. Again, I'm not attacking him, and I'm not super jealous of what he does, but I do find it super odd that Nintendo would go to him and work with him, and he would be A-okay with it, knowing what Nintendo does to people. You know, I don't want this video to come across as some type of attack against the Completionist. I appreciate his work. He makes an interesting, compelling show, but it's just a question that always crosses my mind when I see big YouTubers working with Nintendo. So if it wasn't the Completionist, I would be asking the same question about someone else. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, you guys have yourselves a great day. I've been your host, Protomario, and I'm signing out. As always, good gaming, God bless. Make sure you leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and leave your comments down below.